Hello and welcome back to Cody 60 Plays. I've already been going for about 7 minutes now. uh, Today I'm doing some more drawing. It's not a manual Monday, but it's a manual Monday. For it is a Tuesday that I do this on. Because you may notice, today is the 19th, Alex. You're not supposed to be, home. Well, about that. Uh, some things changed. Namely, the client got sick and decided to come home early. Because of it, I understand that. So, I got a day off. A couple days off of that, at least. I don't get days off. I'm a freaking service client. This is completely slanted, but that's fine. This is only layer 1. This will be fixed as we go along. But, among other things, I like saying that a lot, just so you know. Since I am home, I wanted to stream. I technically came home yesterday at the time of the stream. Why didn't I just do manual Monday on Monday? I was actually tired from the fact that I kind of had to speed clean a house. So, and speed pack. But anyways, now that that's done, I am here doing some work. Obviously editing or drawing. A picture that I actually ended up doing while at the sit. For this, is going to be something that ends up being more noted along with some other I meant to do this in another layer. Oops. It's fine. At least it's here for that layer. But I can't clear the layers should I want to do. But this is going to be somewhat stream-related. For this is going to be something that is used on the streams, a new background. But this is a work in progress and will be done both on and off stream. But essentially, what this first layer is supposed to be showing and doing is essentially I have drawn my desk and my computer chair. What's going to happen is that this is going to be in the background for a couple scenes here in OBS and for when I'm streaming. You may have noticed I clicked out of the window. I didn't. a new window opened. It is the typical 8 o'clock window, for those who don't know what that means. Because, well, you might know it by now because it happens on every stream for the most part. But I do, because I yell at it every time. Essentially, one of my something I do in case when I'm out, or for when I'm out, is I let the PC go to sleep. Obviously, or the PC goes to sleep. Obviously, I have a couple tasks scheduled to immediately wake up the PC at specific intervals of time intervals. So one is at 6, the other is right around 2, and the other is 8 o'clock. When I typically stream. I've been streaming at least what I originally planned as my starting time for streams. These are typically for if I'm out of the house and need the PC to wake up. So I can access it through a remote desktop to work in, say, a video editor to get videos out or upload videos while I'm out. All using personal use. Okay, we're gonna have to fix this. And this time, we're gonna use the ruler. Okay, that's not what I wanted, but undo. Okay, I need to probably make a couple. I can finish that from there. Okay. Let's do that. That looks a lot better. Okay. Uh, actually, undo that one. That's not connected. Eh, I can fix that later. But that is at least better than what I had. Much better. I feel like I should have probably just done the first three lines all the way up and made them as straight as possible. That's much better. The issue with this, though, I don't really have a perspective. Because obviously this is supposed to be my desk. Ah, hang on. Yeah, that would be why. Clear layer. I'm gonna do this now. Where's the ruler? Clear. Okay. Undo that. Undo that. There we go. I mean, the top portion is actually larger than I would like, but I can fix that later. And then I need a weird one. Undo. Undo. This is not a drawer, but I have a cabinet on my desk. And I do have plans for that. Okay. And obviously that does not match, but as I said, work in progress. That that looks so much better. It's not as far out, but it looks so much better. But I did not need two. I only need one. So essentially, what I kind of want to do is kind of have stuff that around the desk, because it's not going to be one to one exactly in my desk. But some parts of the desk I plan on doing some extra stuff with. But the main thing I want to do is these shelves. Speaking of hanging. So, let's use this as a layer. For the shelves, and we'll use this. Actually, slightly better than my actual handwriting. Shelves are gonna be incorporating references to playthroughs. This also will slightly go for the cabinet as well, but not quite. And yes, the cabinet does have a space between it and the upper drawer, because the how I pull the drawers out is supposed to have a lip on the bottom. The drawers and cabinet door alerts, and essentially alert box and note bar. So, say a bar here referring to most recent sub, most recent sub slash follower, most recent bit cheer. If I ever get to that point. Most recent raid at that time. This is what the drawers will be. Alert box will go on the cabinet. Okay. With that, I don't actually have to keep hitting that. Okay. If you're wondering how I'm doing that so quickly despite honestly still going over here, but I didn't click it initially. Obviously I have a Steam Deck, or not a Steam Deck, Stream Deck, and I use that as my hotkeys. So some of the hotkeys that are not automatically on, say, my tablet or pen for the tablet. So, and I should mention that will also go. The references to playthroughs are not just going to be shelves. It's also going to be in small, maybe out of the way areas to the playthrough. So like right here or in this area where, as mentioned, from this piece, here's where my chair is. In fact, I might make this longer later, because it's possible to do that in a layer group, which actually, let's do that now, because it is possible to do that in here without much effort. But some items referencing playthroughs will be either, say, like right here where the shelf juts up a little bit. We'll be having a monitor here, and I'm planning on having some things on the corners, referencing some playthroughs and whatnot. But the shelves are going to be the majority of the somewhat outright ones. So, our first one is this. So, for those who don't know what I just drew, that would be the Morph Ball, from referencing, say, the Metroid series. Or at least one of the Metroid games I have obviously played. Specifically Prime, because that's, strictly speaking, that's typically the Morph Ball I would first think of. And probably is how I'm going to reference Prime. However, the cabinet in the space here is also going to have a Metroid-esque reference. That's even better. Okay, hang on. I need to zoom in because this is also going to joke to my PC. Hang on. But it shall be hawking over the cabinet or the alert box. in color, that entire area is going to just be black, a pure black in that area when it's finally colored. But in case you're wondering, yes, it's still a Metroid reference, and that is an Emmy from Dread. I might still be doing some other more Dread related references to the Metroid series rather than general. Specifically, I like the Dread helmet the best. I feel like the Dread helmet is the best variant of the helm, but that is going to be something I do there. But the Emmy is going to be in the dark, almost giving that like small sense of fear with if I can find a way to animate this, which I would love to do. The obviously its eye is the power button to the PC, so it will be flashing red in the shadows, which I feel would definitely fits the Emmy as a thing, as a creature. So I feel like it would work out best. I do need to technically remove something from doing the from layer 3. Down a layer, down a layer. There we go. That portion of that piece of wood right there for the desk does not exist on my desk. In fact, that is not one solid piece of wood. But, okay. Do you? I don't want to put that currently. Why did I do that? Yeah. I mean, I can just. There we go. And its monitor stand. Okay. I probably put this one a little too close, so I might have. When I redo it later, I will have to fix that. But our next one is actually going to be a little on the weird side, where it's gonna be hanging off this ledge. Clear that layer. Okay, that actually works out very well. For those who don't know what the top hat in the corner is supposed to reference, There might be some more details on it later, such as some badges, but that is supposed to reference A Hat in Time. It's supposed to be Hat Kid's top hat. Because I absolutely love A Hat in Time. Despite not being a person who enjoys his platformers, or a person that prioritizes his platformers, I absolutely love A Hat in Time. I know there's platforming in Metroid, but it's not the main focus. There is room to screw up a jump most of the time. Typically in platformers, if you mess up a jump, you're in a pit. You're in a bottomless pit. Okay, we got another ball that we have to try and put. Oh. That would be why that worked out better, is because I was still on the one. This one is going to be a little more obvious. Slightly. Yep. Obviously, a reference. But obviously not the basic reference. It's not a standard one. It is definitely a Legends style version of the Pokeball. And next up, clear layer. I'm going to have to go to the racer. Because I'm at 50, I need like 3. Hang on. I should have probably went back to the small brush for this one. But it's fine. Or the small size for the pen. But it's fine. Right now, it's fine. I think I could be a little larger. Okay. Pencil 5. 4. I like that it's kind of screwed up though still, because perspective in Mario 64 is bad. Yes, that is in fact a power star. Despite how bad it looks, that is supposed to be a power star. Now, I would love to do a moon for Odyssey, but obviously it's the same thing, and I can't help but feel like I'd just make an actual banana because I'm not good at that. So I plan on doing another hat, this time on the monitor, that is going to be cat. maybe, which is supposed to be Cappy, but it will look somewhat similar to the traditional style Mario Cap. But that's for later. We still have the entirety of the rest of the upper area. Speaking of, guess what? Another circle. But what can be in this circle is the question. There we go. Oops. That's fine. But yep. There's a Smash Ball. The emblem for Smash Bros. Is technically one of the dropped Smash Balls. Obviously, coloring is later. Obviously, I also plan on updating this every maybe year after this. But I do have more things to come. Also, thinking that, well, as I said, shelves will be references to playthroughs. Some of these shelves are not just going to be references to playthroughs. So, say maybe this one, because I happen to make it larger than it actually is, I might put like Twitch chat or Discord there. Well, most like what I would love to do is where the chair is, if I can put maybe headphones and the Discord voice app tracker right there, and just alter it for which room I'm supposed to be in at that time. That obviously will pick my own voice up, but obviously in the ears it's supposed to flash whoever's supposed to be talking at that point will be exactly who it's supposed to be in that ear. In the ear to be like, oh. But I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, so wait. Back up here. Where we still have a couple more. This time, another circle. But I wonder what it's for. And this time I'm not caring about. I mean, at that point, might as well fill it in. Yep, that's a bag of bells from Animal Crossing. The next one, on the other hand, is going to be a lot more difficult because it's another ball. However, I do not have a reference on me currently. 2 seconds. Nope, not what I was looking for. I thought the one box I have back there was the one that I stored the Bakugan in. It is not. Because obviously the one I'm going to do, which is for the current playthrough, one of the current playthroughs, on YouTube specifically, is that starts off so good and then obviously it would be better if I did an actual like Leonidas Bakugan ball for this, but Drago works. Everyone recognizes Drago. And especially the Battle Brawlers design. That's the best I can do. Obviously, I'll try and touch that one up later. This is why I'm also trying to put each item in a separate area. But I think it's time for our first floor effect. That did not work. So what is this large cylindrical shape? Well, if this hasn't given it away, I don't know what will. That is supposed to be an ink tank from Splatoon. Now, granted, yeah, I think there's technically a little smaller, but trying to put it into real world and Abelarge back. So we got the large ink. Obviously, will be as aforementionedly fixed later. Okay. But out of the stuff I have played, what have I not done? Ah, actually, that would look really good. Hmm. Hmm. How would I don't have an immediate reference for that though. I'm also trying to think of stuff that's not already on my image. Because the last of the other items. Oh, man. Don't want to accidentally clear the ink tank now. But some of the items that I have, among the items I still have left on the to do on the from the sketchbook that I initially did this image in. I still have a normal standard style sword. I do not remember changing my color. A like magic type staff, which I plan on doing something really interesting with. Because I have a lot of games that things I'm referring to with the staff and the sword. They are going to be more on the basic side, but I'm going to put a couple touches as references what it should potentially be referencing with those items. Some of the games that those items would be referencing, such as the magic staff, will definitely have a certain yellow hue in the center with maybe some branching off trails. But obviously some of the more specialized sword pieces will still actually show up in some form or fashion. But on the shelves group, I have a classic styled Pokédex, a Magicite from Final Fantasy VI, or referencing Final Fantasy VI. This works. Among some of the other things that I have, the last two items after that are not included in the last four items are next to the Magicite and the Pokedex in their spot on one of the shelves is a Triforce, referencing the Zelda series, obviously, by using the very thing. It's easier to place. The other item on these shelves is supposed to be the Alvis's necklace, specifically the definitive edition version. Because yes, I'm gonna be a pain about that one. To reference both of those, the other two items, three, but two. The two major ones that I haven't already brought up, because the third one's obviously a Mario cap thing that's supposed to reference Cappy and Mario Odyssey. These do not reference anything. One is a mouse. Is a mouse for the PC. The other is supposed to be, obviously, the signature for the picture as well as channel, which is the profile picture. But that will have to be added later because I'm actively working on that in a different picture. And I will just add it and shrink it down and put it in that spot. And then do whatever I need to do to make it more realistic looking, because currently this isn't really realistic. It's just a 2D image. There's not really any shadow or anything to these. I'm thinking of maybe pushing down some of these lines to show a little more depth. Meaning, obviously, some of these lines will alter and whatnot later. But currently, what I'm trying to do, for the most part, is transfer what I already have onto the computer so that I can immediately mess with it later. But the first thing I thought of, especially with the idea of some of these shelves having their items removed and having maybe some more referential to useful stuff when referring to specifically Twitch and YouTube for help there, is the Sheikah Slate from Breath of the Wild, to reference specifically Breath of the Wild, and using that for maybe one of the text chats, or a reference maybe if I'm doing something art related, or that is the other thing. I do not plan on using this as my stream layout. Still. Like, when I'm actually playing a game, it will still be the one that you typically see for my channel. This will be for more, say, the starting up stream. My starting soon screen. Or my be right back screen. Maybe the, as well as maybe the, ending soon screens. Or maybe some of my more discussion-oriented things, but that is for a later time. But I'm thinking of, especially because I do technically have another monitor. That's obviously not going to be used for the sake of space. My other monitor, which is the one I'm currently drawing on, will not be used. However, I'm thinking of, but it typically covers this specific shelf. I'm thinking of putting the Sheikah Slate here, but I do not remember what the Sheikah Slate looks like off the top of my head. Maybe it would help. Well, I have Twitch open there. And I want. Okay. Of course, I was spelling it wrong. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to make a small outline here. That looks better. Obviously, that's not going to fit well, but I'm going to try and get that to work as I draw it out. But there's the Sheikah Slate with potentially Twitch chat. Potentially a Twitch chat related object. Okay. I need a ellipse. And I screwed up right at the bottom. That one's better. There we go. There's the Magicite. I am moving some of these things around just for my sanity. Okay. And now that that's done, god dang it. Alvis. Ah. So that. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna remove that and get the in-game looking one. Just and then I just get a bunch of cars. Apparently. Because the way I always saw Alvis's, it looked like it had two like spheres on where next underneath the crystal. Not getting much close-ups while looking for it. And the reason I want to use that more so than say maybe the Monado itself, which I kind of also still want to use, is the fact that I'd also be somewhat referencing Xenoblade 2, which I haven't played for the channel, but I actually do enjoy Xenoblade 2 a lot. More than one. I mean, I could also try and do something for Xenoblade X, but guess what is not going to be happening. Every other character except the one you want. No, I don't have my Switch to look at it. So I can't really get a good idea on it, but I do have at least a couple things that are at least good enough. I'm trying to use the wrong thing. I was trying to use the wrong the pen on the wrong surface. Hang on. Oh, I just made like 13 things on the same layer. Oops. So essentially what I'm seeing is standard rectangle with a more trapezoid esque shape for the sides than the other two. Or not trapezoid esque. Hang on. Clear. This is the best way I can make a sense of it in my mind. I'll fix that later. Well, yeah. Apparently this is longer than the rest of the object. I'll fix it later. The best way I can put it is I'll fix it later. Okay. Now the last one that I would like out of my old options is not what I just accidentally typed because the thing hit. Okay. This may also be used later. This one is supposed to be much smaller than the Sheikah Slate, though, and I definitely did not do it. Okay. Because I ended up actually growing up on Generation 1 Pokemon. Because, for those who don't know, my cousin owned, in fact, the first VHS of the first 3 episode. The original VHS for the first 3 episodes of the Pokemon show. And guess what? English dub. As well as the set that included Seaside Pikachu. I would end up getting them later, as well as the Pokemon Movie 2000 VHS. Sorry, cuz, if you were watching. That looks okay. Let's see, from afar. And, I'm gonna turn this one back on. I am going to hit the eraser. I'm going to put it to 600. And just do this. Hang on. There we go. That's how you clear out something. 12. With that, yeah, that looks way better. I might try centering the chair, obviously, a little better. But that definitely looks better. Okay. Oh. There's something. There's still something here. Can you guess where it is? And this is partially why I'm not doing color yet, is because I don't know how I'm fixing this piece. I don't know if I want it this flat. Actually, now that this is done, I'm gonna close that, come up to the folder, and make a new raster layer. I'll at least give it a slightly more 3D-esque appearance. Hang on. Boom. perfectly cut. Actually, because this is above the. How, I don't know how far I want the. Ink yet in this, so I'll put it like this. For the ink tank, I don't know where I want the ink to set. So, yeah, that looks better. So much better. And because it looks slightly better, just because I don't know where it is. Actually, that works pretty well with that line. And then, boom, actually gives it a very much opaqueness to the picture. Just for things. Joke. Uh, color. Oh. Speaking of. Okay. No, I do not want to change that color. Because I still need it later. Uh, I'm gonna want this. Uh, ow. Oh, oops. Undo. Wall. Oh, that's why. Refer to editing layer. It's like, refer to the editing layer. Oops. Redo. Apparently, hang on. Before we get any more started. That area is apparently not done. Sorry, bless me. Just want to make sure I'm not getting. There we go. And then, boom. At least for now. Now for the cockpit. It's kind of a gray. Hang on. There we go. That works. That works. That works. And that works. Obviously, I don't have any shading done, so it looks weird, but that's fine. Oh, hang on. Can you tell what I did wrong? Just any guesses at what I did wrong? I'll give you a hint. Oh. Yeah, definitely not that. Standard blue. Standard. Standard. That's not on there. Obviously, for the joke colors, this makes it easier just to boom. And it's gone. That looks fairly good, though. I have, as soon as that came in, I started having some better images. But, okay. This is the 3D portion. Okay, I do have a line. Oh, there we go. And as I said, this is why it's called joke color. Because I definitely did not plan this in advance. Okay. Not so much. Let's get this done. And now, with the exception of these, the word area, this actually looks better. Ugh. Obviously, that's supposed to be a joke, but yeah, for coloring. But that is kind of all I wanted to do today. Was just get a rough start on this and show off what I was kind of doing, because this is going to be channel related after all. And I didn't really have much else planned for a manual, what would have been a manual Monday, so other than just kind of drawing and practice drawing stuff. So I felt like this was a good way to at least show, because I had nothing and I kind of really wanted to do this, show what currently is slightly starting to happen when it comes to the channel as we start going forward. Now, this isn't everything, mind you, but as we start going forward, the scene will definitely start updating to look more professional, especially with the advent of this starting to be exported and used for other portions of the channel. Oh, I mean, there is one last thing I haven't done. And this one is actually easy. Hang on. Hang on. Boop. There we go. I want white. I want this darkish gray here. And then I want this bright red, vivid. I mean, fine for right now. But the Emmy is definitely scaring. But yeah, that looks good for what I want it to look for right now. But this is probably the only stream I am planning on doing for this specific art piece. Next time you may end up seeing, I might try and do some other streams involving this creation. Oh. I mean, yeah, that's not fully exact just due to how the desk is set up, but it works for right now, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it as is. But anyways, as I was going on, next time we meet, well, at the time of this stream, tomorrow I am planning on playing some more, Elden Ring tomorrow. Well, do I want to play Elden Ring tomorrow or save that for Thursday? Save that for Thursday. I'll play some Pokemon tomorrow, specifically some Leaf Green, and Friday I'll be doing some, if I remember to get on to do it, Metroid of some form or variety. Most likely, Prime 1, just because that's currently the only thing connected to my in a port currently with a Metroid game I'm currently playing is the GameCube slash the Wii U because of everything. But anyways, thank you all so very much for stopping and watching the either A, the VOD, or B, the stream. I appreciate it. Next time, and as I said, tomorrow, we're gonna play some Pokemon Leaf Green, go into Elden Ring the following day, which would be Thursday, and then I will be playing some Metroid on Friday. Thank you all so very much for watching and stopping by. This is Carrier60 signing off. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And I'll see you next time. Bye.